Royale High Campus 4.2 has officially nerfed quests, and a lot of Royale High players are not so happy about it. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about that. Alright, hi, TT here, and today we are going to be talking about Royale High Campus 4 basically nerfing the amount of XP that you get for doing quests. Alright, so before the video starts, please make sure to like and subscribe and follow all of my socials. They will be linked in the description. Without further ado, let me get into the video now. Now, if you do not farm a lot, you may not have known that Royale High actually decreased the amount of XP that you get per quest. And also, if you don't farm, you may not have known that all of the quests inside of the game have actually been sped up so that quests can be done quicker. So like for example, if you had the brush teeth quest, you can just go on over to the bathroom inside of Campus 4.2 and you can brush your teeth in basically 5 to 10 seconds and your quest would be done and you would get around like 10 XP or something along the lines of that. But now, only complaints after complaints I have been hearing about the quest just being nerfed is all I have been hearing from X, and I just wanted to talk about that in today's video. So here I have a tweet under the Twitter poster at roseplays_Roblox on Twitter, and the post reads, "RIP quest farming, you will be missed," with a photo of a journal showing the amount of XP that you get for doing certain quests. So up here we have the Poppy I Got Her quest. Instead of getting around 100 and something XP, you will only get 17 XP from this instead of getting at least like 70 XP for the office volunteer. You get 10 XP for this, and instead of getting at least 20 or 30 XP from the suds up at the sink, you only get around 3 XP for this. And a lot of people have seen this. Over 34,000 people have seen this tweet, and a lot of people are just kind of outraged about this. And in the comments, it's clearly seen that some people are just kind of shocked about this because a lot of people would just keep farming in the old Campus 4 or they just kept farming in Campus 3. Now that Campus 4 Alpha, like the previous Alpha, is gone in exchange for the new Campus 4.2, a lot of quest farmers who were accustomed to just teleporting from realm to realm inside of Campus 3 may not have realized that this was the change that was made in Campus 4.2 once they realized that Campus 4.2 actually decreased the amount of XP that you got for your quest. And that is clearly evident by this person under the user of @IIEuphoria_I, who under Autumn Rose's tweet posted how with a screenshot of their journal showing that their quest said the lost and found, which was one we just talked about before. That one was for 67 XP. The amazing artist, which went for around 151 XP, and detention going for around 159 XP, which clearly shows that they were in another realm and were not aware that if you were inside of Campus 4.2 that your XP would be decreased. And there were quite a lot of people that were just really sad about this. Like for example, this person under the user of @Echo from Tokyo said, "At this point, just remove them. There is no use for them anymore." And this person under the user of @CallMemSofix posted, "Wait, why the XP is so low? How am I supposed to level up 200 levels? The worst of all, how are we supposed to farm?" This other person under the user of @NovaXstars posted, "No, my Shayla." So it's very evident that a lot of people are just very distraught and very disappointed that the quests were reduced from what they usually used to be. And why I think that they nerfed it was mostly because Campus 4.2, the main attraction when you are in Campus 4.2 is doing the classes. And while you are waiting for a class to start, like let's say for example it is break time and you were to do like let's say suds up at the sink or just a couple of quests just to do some certain things, to gain XP, you can just go there and do your XP, and the amount of XP that you were to gain inside of your bar wouldn't really matter because the XP that you gain from classes is actually more once you do good in those classes. So one of the main reasons why I think they really did reduce it is for you to actually be more engaged in the classes, because once you go inside of the classes, like for example, if you were to go in the flashcards class, I think it's study hall, you need to carry your flashcards into the library just to do that little memory game where you need to press on the puppy and the pen and stuff like that. The better you do at that, the more XP that you get for those classes. And even inside of like the computer class, the flight class, all of those classes, the more classes that you do inside of Campus 4.2 along with the quest would allow you to level up faster. Now, I understand that a lot of people are still very disappointed by this because a lot of people were just very used to farming and getting a bunch of XP. And here's the thing, right? We have Campus 3 still. Campus 3 is not removed from the game. Campus 4, the alpha, is removed from the game for Campus 4.2 at the moment. So the only place that we can really go to farm is Campus 3 when you have to teleport to all of those different realms. So I would suggest, if you are still a avid XP farmer or you just want to farm for diamonds or stuff like that, I would just suggest that you go into the older realms to do your quest, because still in Campus 3 you can still do all of your quests and all of your quests are still set back to normal. And one of the main reasons why I think that Campus 3 had so much of XP was because there was no classes for you to be supplied that extra XP. So like in Campus 4.2, where you actually need to attend classes to get the necessary XP to level up, in Campus 3 where there is no classes, and in Campus 3 where you basically need to run around and do quests to basically raise your level up, and you can go to class if you wish to. That was the whole premise of Campus 3 to begin with. That is why that there was so much XP given to you to begin with. But at the same time, coming back to Campus 4.2, I think it is actually a great thing that they did lower the amount of XP that you get per level up, because there was a lot of issues with people just getting randomly banned from Royale High for basically leveling up too fast, and that was a problem that was prominently happening inside of Campus 3. And I did make a video on that. I'll put that video on the screen right now just in case you guys want to see it, but this has been a problem for quite a while. Level farming has been one of the easiest things for you to do inside of Campus 3, which is why I think Campus 4.2 did a really good job at balancing that out, because I really don't want people to just be randomly banned. And I think in developing Campus 4.2, I think the developers actually put that into their priorities, because they didn't just want to have a bunch of backlogged Royale High support emails with just saying, oh look here, I got banned because I leveled up too fast and I have the proof, blah 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 blah. Like, they don't want to have that again. So in my overall opinion on this entire situation, I really don't think that people should be freaking out. I actually do think that it is a great idea and a great solution to what has happened before in the past. And I think with time, a lot of people will start to understand and get this concept, and people will start to warm up to it. Alright, so yeah, I think that is all I have to say on today's topic. If you guys have anything to add, please put it down in the comments. And yeah, that is all I have to say on today's video. If you guys like the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and see ya!